getting emails from around the world, and folks, Texans better stand up quick and get this Texas Academy of Science to retract their award and repudiate this guy. They have disgraced our academy. They've disgraced our great state of Texas and the United States of America.
Chairman, what type of salivation? I mean, you witnessed, you mentioned, and now in other accounts that he was literally beside himself with a creamy-eyed look and a smiling, giggling, I guess, type of demonic gibbering. Can you describe?
Well,
for us?
He's a good speaker. But he entertained and laughed at the wrong times. He laughed about death and dying and morbid topics. And he went to another talk in Austin on Friday at St. Edward's. He gave a similar talk with the same overhead with the skulls and the flashing lights, but he had something different. He brought along his Ebola plush toy, a little plush toy shaped like an Ebola virus. And the newspaper reporter here in town who wrote this fascinating story, she got a great picture of that. It's in their newspaper.
What is the headline on that? We'll get it up immediately.
It's right now they crashed that newspaper. Their server was crashed all day yesterday. It's up today in text only. It's not formatted. It doesn't have the picture. It's SeguinGazette.com.
Oh yes, I have that one. So we can't see the photo of the Ebola plush toy.
Yeah, it's an Ebola plush toy. I mean, this is. What can I say? I'm speechless. I hardly know how to respond to this.
What about the women not being able to keep their hands off of him? That's being.
Well, I didn't see anybody touching him, but they certainly mobbed him, so to speak, after the talk. But I had to wait 5 minutes to go up and take a picture. There were so many people around him, and so discussing and talking with him and so forth. And to make matters worse, 5 hours later at the banquet, he was presented with a big award. For being distinguished Texas scientist, and there were 400 people in the room, and there was, again, thunderous applause. Some of the people didn't even hear the speech. They didn't know who they were applauding.
By the way, he speaks to some of the most prestigious scientific bodies in London, in Germany.
Oh, yeah. He's very famous. Well, Austin, there you go. Austin, do something, and to ask your university to do, I mean, those who go to Texas A&M I've received several emails already, they're ridiculing Austin for allowing this kind of stuff to go on at their university.
Yeah, and you're an A&M graduate yourself.
You bet, class of '66.
And people are pretty ashamed of you, too.
And by the way, when he got the award in the banquet, I couldn't take it anymore. I just stalked out of the room and left. There's no way I could stay there and listen to that.
Now, we weren't kidding about all the death numbers and satanic names on his website, what his farm animals are named. And you said that one of the other scientists you confer with that thinks knows what he is, but wouldn't say. I mean, I can know what's in your mind right now because I told one of my writers last night what this guy clearly is. He is a real sicko. And so where is all this going? I mean, what? Give us an idea, a smattering of the type of emails you're being flooded with. You said most are against this guy, but you said quite a few, though, are defending him? 95%
are outraged against this guy. A guy from Turkey wrote in and said, do I get to live? I'm a computer programmer. And he was outraged. How embarrassing that we're getting letters from foreign countries about this fellow. Several percent of the emails are from skeptics and ardent environmentalists who totally approve of this and call us completely wrong to print in our magazine my article. They condemn my article, the Citizen Scientist article. And then there's a few people thinking that I'm the perpetrator. They got the story backwards because they were so angry when they read the headline and they saw my picture. They started sending me hate letters instead of Bianca.
Yeah, let me make a point here about this. Do you realize, Chairman, that the reason certain elites like this is if they've already dehumanized us to the point of we should all die, well then, hey, we can take our property. Hey, we can be put in work camps. That's what he talks about, having to work to live. Hey, we can be ordered around in a neo-feudal system. Did you know that the radical environmentalists that are funded by the big foundations openly say that we're going to have a neo-feudal police state and that a police state is going to save Mother Earth? But, of course, they're going to man the police state and get to be our bosses. See, it's a new authoritarian excuse. Do you realize that?
I'm not aware of that. I'm just aware that hundreds of scientists applauded this guy for advocating that 90% of us die.
But you notice he praises the police state and says we can only live or have kids if we do our jobs right.
He also praised bird flu as an efficient killer. So, folks, this is serious business. If the impressionable student I've interviewed is typical of others, Sean Carlson refers to them as Piankians. If there are Piankians out there who believe this so ardently that they're willing to die for the earth, what if some of them, like this girl is a senior biology major, what if some of them become scientists and then release upon us some of these things? Conspiracy theories aside, some nutcake could actually do that in the future. For example, with the 1918 flu that killed 50 million people
has now been dug up.
That could be released by somebody who's off their rocker.
Did you know they have a flu virus at the university up there in Wisconsin, the state university there, 38,000 times more powerful than the 1918 flu?
I'm not aware of that.
Yes, sir. Yeah, that's Associated Press. You can go look at it.
All right.